Hi guys, Tim Davie, the Director General of the BBC, got a bit of a grilling over what appears to be a fire and rehire policy at the broadcaster at the local level. Tory MP Steve Bryan challenged the BBC chief over tactics used to restructure local radio. One example seems to be to have older reporters deliver a 60-second clip on why they should keep their jobs. And to add insult to injury, many of the clips weren't even viewed by management. Have a listen to this.
We actually care deeply about local. We want local to grow and we want to keep local radio stations. We're just making some adjustments to free up some money.
No, we've heard you loud and clear say that. You said in response to the Chair's opening question there's not a toxic culture at the BBC, and Mr Jordan said that we have an awful lot of support for our people. Is it toxic to tell long-serving reporters in BBC Local Radio they can only stay on if they take a substantial pay cut and demotion? Surely that's fire and hire, isn't it? You'd expect that at P&O Ferry. It's not our national broadcaster paid for by a licence fee imposed by statute with the threat of imprisonment if they don't pay it.
I'd be very...
Has that happened? Does that not happen?
I'm not aware of that situation, but I'd have to be... you'd have to give me specifics privately or raise it because, there are... I've been in situations where, people are offered jobs that may be at different pay ranges, but that is not the intent of the overall intent is to move to a point where we've got people in the pay ranges and paying fairly. Okay. But you'd have to give me specifics, I'm sorry, and we can't do that here. So
we can't do that here, and we can't. But what I can tell you here is that at Radio Solent, which serves my constituents, well-known presenters with years of local knowledge were asked in interviews to sell themselves in 60 seconds and told to produce demo tapes, which Dropbox receipts, I'm told, show that they never even viewed by the managers who asked for them. Now, a presenter can turn around and do a 60-second clip about a news story.
Of course.
But doing it about yourself in 60 seconds to save your career, it's workplace bullying, isn't it?
I think what the team have tried to do is get a process that is fair to everyone and level the playing field.
Is that fair? If I said to you, no, give me 60 seconds, Tim Davie, as to why you should stay Director General, is it fair? Bullying,
I think when I was interviewed for Director General, if I may, it's not like, I was given a chance to do a pitch, I was doing the presentation, and I did my work.
But this is not comparable because you were applying for a job. This is putting pressure on local reporters to justify why they should keep their job. Do you not understand the difference? My God, you are, if you don't get the job of, I don't know, BBC Chief Director General, you can go and do something else. You're not going to be struggling to pay the bills. But these are reporters who have done this all their life, in many cases, and you're saying, well, or I'm not sure if you're saying it, but you're justifying the idea that, well, what we're going to do is we're going to give people 60 seconds to demonstrate why they should be kept on. To justify, I should say. This is disgraceful. And it is a bit like fire and rehire that was condemned by both Tories and Labour and other parties as well by P&O Ferries. When P&O Ferries were doing it, firing people and then offering them a new contract at a lower rate. This sounds like something similar. Reporters who have great knowledge of the local area, who are important for delivering information to the public, are being told, well, you have 60 seconds to justify why you should keep your job. And they have done it in some cases, and according to the reports here, the tapes were not even watched by management. So what was the point of that exercise? Just to put them under pressure? Or just to say, well, we looked at your tape and you haven't given us a good reason to keep you on. Sorry, you have to go. But if you like to reapply at a lower rate, you can do that. Disgraceful. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.